Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Siege of Constantinople. Today, the usurpers of the Byzantine Empire, the Latin Empire, are being besieged by two armies from England. Indeed they do. So, let's get this battle right underway. We're playing on the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 mod. I am playing with Pixelated Apollo and we're going up against two multiplayer opponents. So, the plan was for us to set up our forces and then kind of do the siege from there. However, it appears one of our opponents didn't get the message and has already created a breach. So as you can see now, he's going to seize on that opportunity. We're not prepared at this moment in time. We have no men over on that side. Pixelated Apollo is moving forces rapidly over there. I'm also sending my archers up top so they're ready to defend the walls of Constantinople. We are playing on the small settlement size, not the huge one, as the Theodosian walls are, you know, pretty impenetrable. So, I guess the scenario would be that I guess the Crusaders are feeling bad about sacking Constantinople a few years before and are trying to take it back for the Byzantines. So here we go. We have a unit of mounted sergeants heading on in straight into the settlement. So he manages to get in without any opposition whatsoever and gets a decent charge on Pixelated Apollo's Latin sergeants here. So it's been a few days since I uploaded a video. Apologies for that. I'm trying to only make sure I upload when I have, I guess, a reason to. I think before I was trying to upload daily content just for the sake of uploading daily content, and that wasn't the best thing for me to do for my channel, I don't believe, anymore. So I'm going to try and only upload when I really feel like it. Hopefully you guys will see renewed enthusiasm and I guess a bit more, quality content, so I'll be kind of fresh whenever I'm recording now. So, I'm sending out a couple units of Latin Knights to go charging in to the opposing English forces. So we go straight into some longbowmen here, and it takes a few seconds for them to react, and I'm actually going to try and pull out the Latin Knights as soon as I can. Now we do have artillery fire coming in as well. So here we go. Doing another flanking manoeuvre here. The Latin Knights once again going into some more archers, unprepared for this assault. Go charging into some swordsmen here as well. Let's see what kind of damage they've wreaked upon the English foes. So they've taken out a fair amount of archers. However, they are kind of getting flanked now and swarmed. We took out, oh wow, half a unit of the foot knightly retinue here. So that was some decent kills. Now we have the opponent starting to charge through here, and that's a pretty bad play. He hasn't actually assaulted the walls. He's got no way of getting in through the gates. And he's getting wrecked by my catapults. Sergeants being attacked, and we also have units of archers which you can just fire down with abandon here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Wow, those sergeants down to 57 men already. So I think they're pretty much abandoning the attack here, and they're going to commit everything over to the breach. So it looks like the other English forces making some progress against Pixelated Apollo. Pixelated Apollo is firing in some artillery. So let's see if these shots hit. Oh! Fantastic hit on the footmen at arms. Men burning to the ground. But here we go. So they're up on the walls. Not sure Pixelated Apollo has countered this just yet, and he's not going to have a chance. He's going to defend with his Latin sergeants against the footmen at arms here. So still trying to make a breach, it seems. Or just sending men at me. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if he believes that he can... Oh my god, look at this. Wow, there's some fantastic shots in this. I'm not even taking any screenshots at the minute. So, I think just because where the gates open, it kind of was almost baiting him in with some units. But, yeah, making the wise choice not to commit any more troops. I do still have my unit of Latin Knights. Still trying to get away there. But these two units are actually going to get trapped up here. There's not really a whole lot that they can do, I don't believe. Oh, I guess they could run through and then down and out. But here we go. So, Pixelated Apollo is under attack by the English here. It'll be interesting to see if the footmen at arms can push through. However, Pixelated Apollo is getting some Latin sergeants on either side of them to kind of, I guess, keep them hemmed in at the minute. So, I've positioned some spear sergeants to keep any attacking force at bay. So they're sending in the Earl of Winchester's foot knightly retinue. So let's watch the battle from their perspective here for a little. We'll take a few screenshots. Got to do that, haven't you? It wouldn't be a Rambler video without hearing the subtle, sexy sound of the screenshots. Oh my god, that unit of longbowmen has been absolutely destroyed. I think where it hit the tree, the fires spread amongst the entire unit. So over here, they did actually manage to get some ladders on the walls. However, I've already countered that with some Latin sergeants of my own. So it's sergeants versus Latin sergeants. So we're still firing artillery into their ranks. Oh, again, more shots going in. So we have more men into the battle now. Taking a few I know I'm being excessive with the screenshots now, but they're really pushing on this side. We do have mounds of men trying to hold. The English are pushing in though. Oh my god, I've tabbed out the battle. I've tabbed out the battle. I've tabbed out the battle. We're back in the battle. We're back in the battle. It's fine. It's fine. Professional YouTuber! I'm not, but could you imagine? Arcing shots from the arrows going in. Okay, so, as you can see, I've actually I've sallied out of the settlement. And we're actually going to attack their flank now. While they're kind of hemmed in, I've sent out the halberdiers. We did limit these to 2 on each team. Well, 2 for each player. So the Latin Empire's halberdiers starting to go in. Oh my god, now I've knocked over my mic. Jeez, this recording. Oh my god. This is also what happens when I'm rusty at recording. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. So, halberdiers pushing forward now. Quickly, quickly. So these guys haven't really realised that they're going to be prodded up the arse. They don't like it up them. So, their general has got a charge on my archer militia. However, we are going to take down a few of his units before he can get away. So he's lost 5 there from that assault. Over in the gatehouse. Still trying to push in. So that is going to be a long fight. Got some spear sergeants coming in. However, I'm countering that with Latin sergeants. So really, I think that's more of a delaying action on their part. So 10 minutes to go. The balance of power is still pretty even. So it looks like the spear sergeants are committing more to try and push through here, it seems. But at the limit, my sergeants haven't really taken many casualties at all. I do just love seeing these arcing shots of arrows come in. So this mod is pretty much the only reason why I play Attila at the minute. It just kind of has really invigorated my interest in Attila. This is a fantastic mod, even though it's only custom battles and there's still a lot of work to be done on the mod. Having this kind of medieval era with technology 10 years more modern than Medieval 2, it's great. So let's see what's happening. I've sent out some archers once again. However, it looks like they're going to charge through. I believe that's the English king. He's going to get a decent charge on here. So I know what the safe thing would have been to do in this battle is pretty much just stay here and kind of move my men to help Pixelated Apollo on this flank. But we figured it would just be create a more interesting battle if we actually sally out. Okay, so they're sending more units to counter. So footmen at arms. I'm kind of trying to turn my billmen round, my halberdiers round, and also sending in some Latin sergeants.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
So Pixelated Apollo has beaten off. So many innuendos in this. So Pixelated Apollo defeated the enemy cavalry. And it looks like we're still holding them here, so that's a very good news. Over here, it looks like their attack has been halted somewhat. Their king is dead.
The enemy general is dead.
So, probably shouldn't have left them standing there.
The men are running, cowards.
There we go, finish them off. It really is very atmospheric. You can kind of see all the, even from this like top-down view. When you go in, oh wow! Just watching this, it's just rather chaotic. Oh, there we go. Oh no, they're legging it. See you later, pals. Just looking at all the blood on the floor. Oh my gosh. So I believe that might be a lot of my men have been routed. We have beaten, I was about to say beaten off again. We have beaten their sergeants here, so they're shattered, exhausted from their beating. Over here we're still holding, we've got spears holding them down. It looks like we've got the Shilkrom militia. Oh no, they've been routed. Okay, never mind. But as you can see, the balance of power is starting to go in our favour. In fact, they've only got 1,500 men remaining. I mean, remaining. This recording is all over the place. If you consider this very unprofessional, I apologise. So, Pixelated Apollo going in with his cavalry, taking out some of the archers. But it looks like his general is under threat here. Hopefully he'll pull him out just in time. I'm honestly not doing these innuendos on purpose. It sounds like I am, but I'm really not. So, I'm actually getting my general in amongst... No, I'm not. I thought I was going to go against the archers, but it turns out I'm not. So, we're going to go into this unit of archers, the retinue longbowmen. So let's see that charge. So they're going to take a hammering. And they've lost a lot of their units. But as you can see, the other English king is going into my general. I'm trying to turn around and also fight against them. Latin knights, though, versus an English king. Even though they outnumber me, I outnumber them by about 30. It's still going to be a tough fight. So at this point, Pixelated Apollo comes to my aid. And he's going to do a rear charge into the enemy general, I believe. Or the archers first. Goes into the archers first. Here we go, though. Latin knights versus the English king. Surveying the rest of the battlefield, this side has been completely mopped up.
Our men return to the fight.
Over here, though, the fight is still very much happening. And there goes Pixelated Apollo's general to help me out. So, Pixelated Apollo's pretty much mopped up this assault here against the foot men-at-arms. Archers beginning to fire out into the positions. So as you can see, my Latin knights are starting to lose men. Pixelated Apollo's already lost the majority of his. So at this stage, despite the balance of power very much being in our favour, I was getting a bit nervous, because if both of our generals died, that could incite mass routs. As you can see here, a lot of my force that I sallied out has been pretty much decimated. So out in the field, it looks like the English are more than a match for the Latin Empire, especially when I was kind of sending them out piecemeal. I wasn't sending them out as one huge force, which in hindsight I should have done, but again, it's trying to make the battle a little bit more interesting, especially for the viewer. So over here, the knights are still fighting the king.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
And they're reinforcing with spears, which is not good news. So I start getting my general the heck out of dodge, and I'm actually going to go for a charge into the rear of their units over here. So I've got a pretty decent charge on. The fight is still going, though, still raging. And I'm going to try and get my general once again out of there, but they're starting to shoot into me. And I think Pixelated Apollo's general has now fallen. So where was he? He actually did a charge in here as well. And I'm going to try and get my general out of there. But as you can see, I'm starting to take a lot of fire, and that's not going to go well for my Latin knights. So they've already been engaged with cavalry for quite some time, and they've actually just killed my general. So he didn't actually get out. He can get out of there in time. So we've lost both our generals. Both generals of the Latin Empire have been defeated. They do still have one English king. So here we go, a huge melee going on at the moment. And that is not a good sign when you hear that. The men's resolve is failing.
This is a shameful display.
And as you can see, they're starting to pull the English king right out of the battle, which was kind of a bit like, come on. But this battle's still raging here. We do outnumber them. So, Latin side, they're shaken and exhausted. We're kind of just tired. So, as you can see, the king pulling right out of there. Battle's still raging on here, but at this stage, with a minute to go, we outnumber them almost 4-1. It's only going to go one way now, despite having lost both our generals. I don't really think we can lose at this point, so I'm just going to speed it up a little smidgy smoo. And I'm going to try... Well, I was going to try and get my archers to fire off some shots, but as you can tell, they didn't want to cooperate here. And so I tried to get them the heck out of there. And then we begin to surround the English king. He's already been in combat for quite a while, so I guess the hit points that he did have are kind of slowly failing now. And with 20 seconds to go, close to routing my units, which is kind of annoying. It's like, come on. But then the king goes down, and then that's pretty much going to result in a mass rout for the remaining units, and that is the Siege of Constantinople. The Latin Empire holds. It was a Pyrrhic victory, so let's take a little look at the results. So, my Latin Knights got a decent amount of kills. My archers didn't really get into play too much. Latin archers did fairly well. All of my units did okay. Pixelated Apollo. Some of his units, yeah, didn't get too many kills. The Latin Knights did well. Catapults did well. Our Latin Sergeants held the line. And in terms of England, King did very well. Most of these units didn't really get too many kills. And Spain Kashim, again, some of these units didn't get a single kill. These ones did very well, though. 364 kills with the men-at-arms. None for the mounted sergeants. And 86 for the catapults. There we go. Siege of Constantinople, everyone. Medieval siege. So if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, share it around and all that jazz. And until next time, I bid you a very, very good day.